What would you rather have? Six-pack abs or back pain gone for life? Well, better yet, how would you like both? I'm going to show you today from the blog that I had written on my website how exactly you can keep a healthy back and get a strong core for lifting and of course grow the muscle out. So we've done planks in the past, and as I mentioned in the blog, we do a lot of shortening of our hip flexors, people doing burpees or mountain climbers, sitting in a car, all that kind of stuff. The hip flexors take a beating. Now they're attached to the back and they're attached to your thigh. So the best way to train the abs to get a powerful lift and to keep the back safe is to either hold them in a static position or lengthen them. I'm going to show you a really good exercise right now to lengthen them. You may have seen it in the past. There's a slight variation to it, and then after I give you the demo, you can go practice it on your own. So it's just a basic plank. When you do your plank, you want to make sure your natural curve exists as if you were just standing up. So you don't want to arch your back when you plank. You want to keep a natural curve. Secondly, I'm going to move a limb. Now, which limb I move will dictate where the application of force is, which means if I move a leg, then I'll feel it more on my hip flexors. If I move an arm, I'll feel it more in my core. So I'm going to show you all three options here, and then you can practice them at home or at the gym. So you get into your plank, like so. I'm going to use a bench to show you the modified version, the sloped version, and then you can go right down to the floor if you want to keep advancing it. By no means, don't take this as any type of slight towards your strength. The bench to begin with is a fantastic way to train this exercise and work your way down. So what you're going to do is hold yourself a plank, hips in neutral, tight abs. If your back is not quite curved but has a bit of a flatness to it, that's totally fine, but ideally neutral is best. So you hold tight like so, and then what you're going to do is, you're going to widen your feet first to get a three-point basic contact because you're going to take one of your arms away. And what you're going to do is just reach out. Now if you notice, I'm going to do that again. Watch my hips, how they don't do this and pop up. So you're going to drive, if it's my right arm forward, I'm going to drive my right hip towards the floor and go. Now you'll feel that in the hip flexors and you'll feel that in the abs. The more you reach your hand out, like you're getting a good stretch, the more you'll get a good stretch in the hip flexors while the abs are engaged. The second way to do this would be just to move a foot. So whatever limb's going to be moved, you want a narrower point of contact there because you're going to make a triangle, right? So this is 2 points of a triangle. This is your third, right? Because you're going to lift an arm up. So when you want to move the feet, you're going to narrow your feet, right? Widen your arms a bit, and then just lift up. Tighten your abs, lift up. You want to make sure you've got that neutral posture in the plank, and make sure you've got a really strong brace as well. Now, what I want to overview here with you quickly is going to be the type of positioning you're going to want to maximize the exercise, and as well a slight variation to allow a beginning phase to make it a little bit more easier if this is too hard. So I actually borrowed this exercise from Dr. McGill. That's where I learned it from. However, in his literature, he teaches more of a transfer of weight first. So you can transfer weight to the left arm, and then go ahead and move. And again, different activation pattern, fantastic. Put a little dumbbell in your hand, what have you. So that's the thing I wanted to show you that was different. I didn't do that. I held a full-on solid point of contact in 3 places with a very tight brace, and I didn't actually allow a shift. That adds more tension on the hip flexors, so be sure that you do have healthy hip flexors when you do that. And you can add resistance on various ways to this as well, but give it a try. What it does beautifully is it lengthens your hip flexors under force. So I mentioned in the blog how short they get. This is one of the great ways to elongate or keep it nice and long and limber. And of course to get super strength in your abs as well. So give it a shot. If you want more information or you want to catch that blog and you already haven't, visit www.howtosquat.net. And of course be sure to subscribe to this channel.